That's it. It makes this big ass curve under it, like a meteor hit. You know, so because it's getting everything under it, and then everything in its radius, everything in its radius. So, and if you see how deep those things are, man, you see how deep those craters are. They're like, I don't know, 50 plus feet, maybe 100 feet deep. So that's why he said, man, that he shall make Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. So there you go, man. You don't stand a chance. There's nothing you're gonna be given a chance to fight because the Most High feels like playing around before he kills you. You know, like some people when they fight, they wanna play around with the first. Like in a boxing match, they'll play around with the first, just have a little fun, you know, just get jabbed a little bit too by themselves or by that man. But then whenever they finally when the boss finally tells them like, all right, just go ahead and end it now. What do? They gear up and they just go all out. They do what they got to do. That's how it is with the Edomites, man. You think you're a man? You think you're a real true man of war? All right. Go up against how that term man of war was created. Go up against that. That's Yahweh Shai. That's Yahweh. They're the definition of man of war, man. They're the definition of it, man. It's so beautiful because you want to think yourself to be something high and mighty, and guess what? There is something high and mighty. You want to think yourself to be a god, a power, guess what? There's actually a real true power. And when I say true, I'm talking about that's what a true power really is. All right? You want to be proud, both sides proud. He's righteous, rightfully proud. Because he can do it. Because he even tells you in the scriptures, he says that he says I have the right to be proud because I can perform everything. I can do all these things. He can do what he wants, and there's nothing wrong with it. And you think about it, there really is nothing wrong with it. He wants to kill a man. Well, guess what? Hey, what if you were to leave that man around and he would have like put you into the future to see how that man would grow up to be, and that man grew up to be a bastard, just a reckless and destroy him. That's why he has to destroy him. But this time he's laying up judgment for Esau. That way he can get him the way he wants. He's justified. Esau's justified for it. His judgment's justified. Right? And don't get it twisted, man, to whoever doesn't, or I'm not saying to, but don't get it scrambled up, man, what I'm saying. When I say justified, everything the Most High is going to do to Esau is justified. That's why I didn't ever read it in Malachi. It says, Malachi 1:4, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall be called the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. There you go. So that word indignation means a righteous hatred, all right? Righteous judgment, I'm sorry. But also a righteous hate. What did I say? I can't remember what I said, but a righteous judgment, right? So everything that's going to happen is going to be right. And even if say you thought the Most High is wrong, well, just look at Esau's track record. Look at everything he's done since the beginning of time up until 2015, from the year 0 to 2015. Even though there was before, but just look at it. Look at all the blood he spilled. Look at all the blood he spilled on America. Since that's the land we're living in, we've been living in it for, what, 500 years? You know, maybe more? 1400? Something like that. Well, more than that, actually. But, yeah, man. You can't say that the Most High is wrong for what he's about to do to y'all. You can't say he's wrong or that us men are wrong for saying that we're wrong, that he's a devil, that he's a liar, that he's evil, he's wrong, he's wicked, all right? He's a piece of shit, all right? You can't say we're wrong. Even now, as we speak, as I'm speaking, as everybody, one of y'all is walking, thinking in your heads, walking, driving, looking, he's practicing iniquity right now. He's preparing his ultimate his ultimate device, man, and that's the RFID chip and to come along with it, martial law. Martial law is going to be implemented whenever they try to implement the chip, because it's going to be like, all right, now you're under our rules because you don't want to take the chip. And like I told you about about my brother bringing me that article, it's right there, man. It's right there. It hasn't fully made its way to America, but there's some people here in America, they got the chip. I know that they were trying to make it, I don't know if they did, but they have been trying to make it mandatory to where everybody in Maine that was in Maine, the state of Maine, everybody that was born in Maine, that they were to be, they were to have the chip implanted them as they were coming out the womb. You know, so, and they got other ones, man. But it was starting with all these other devices, like those watches that you can put on to track your steps, your calories you're burning for your iPhone and everything, your iPhones, right? They had a commercial where it's a Negro family too, man. But the son and the daughter or whatever are leaving their house, or maybe no, it's a son or it's a daughter. But either one, they're married to each other, like the daughter or the son is married, and they're leaving the house. But the father had installed a security defense, whatever thing, on their house, to where the lights, the sink, the dishwasher, the laundry, the garage, the microwave, the TV, the fireplace. Everything could be turned off by the father's phone. And he was asking, they even had a gas-fueled stove, and it shows it turning off. Because he was like, did y'all make sure to turn it off? Turn this off? Turn that off? We're like, yes, Dad. And it shows the house. Oh, everything's on. Every single electronic, gas, water, everything is turned on. And then with the click of a button, he turns everything off. He even adjusts the light, all right? Closes the garage. So, yeah, man. I mean, and y'all people want to say y'all privacy, man. Don't y'all know, man, even the cameras on your phone, they can go on and off by themselves, because Esau can hack into them and look at you. It's like that movie, The Dark Knight, Batman. He used that sonar through all the people's phones. You don't think that's real? You know, Esau does put a lot of shit out there like the superpowers and everything. But as far as those certain devices to turn your phone into a sonar device, Esau's made your phones like that. He can hack it. He can hear conversations going on, and you will never know. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just saying, all these, even at this present moment, he's doing shit that is wicked. He's invaded your life. I wouldn't be surprised if the cop over here at Lowe's is busy listening to what I say. He installed a listening device somewhere over here. I wouldn't be surprised. But that's just, you know, that's what he is. That's what Esau is. Verse 5, and your eyes shall see, and you shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel. So the Most High is going to be honored in all this. At the end of the day, you Negroes, you Latinos, you other nations are going to acknowledge that the Most High was right. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 4, that thou shalt take up the proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. With a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. None can stop what the Most High did. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. There you go. See, there's no wicked person. There's no evil thing or hurtful thing out there to try to hurt anymore. Because right now the entire earth is hurt, man. Everything on it, everything living, everything made, everything in existence on the earth is hurting right now. I don't know if the brother told you. That's another thing that was reminding. The brother had told me that when the rodeo was in town, that you know, he went for the children, but he said that when they were doing the Star Spangled Banner and everything, he was sitting down, but he said that the horse, when they started blessing and praying for America, the horse started pissing. That was spiritual, man. That was a spiritual thing. That was a spirit. That was a spirit. Because a lot of y'all people think that the animals are okay. Y'all think the animals don't care, and they're just stupid beasts, and they're just here to live and to die, and that's it. And no, these beasts, believe it or not, they're subject to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and they actually understand Hebrew. That's another thing too. They only speak Hebrew, or like understand the Hebrew vibrations. But he said it started pissing, and I lied. I was like, damn, man. And I know, man, horses, they piss a lot. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all brothers been around horses, but they can pee a lot. They poop a lot and they pee a lot. Like when they go. I used to, my step parents, when I was younger, they took me up to Colorado Springs, and we went horseback riding. It was nice, but I had rode behind a horse that was taking shits and pissing all over the place. But I was like, God damn, it pisses a lot. And it's not light, man. It sounds like it's peeing bricks or something, man. But, yeah, man, that horse was pissing during the prayers and the blessings of America, man. And I'm like, hell yeah, man. Because y'all think these animals are with everything? Y'all think they want to seed the earth like this? Man, no. No. That's why you got these animals going crazy. That's why you've had so many reports still and before where animals are killing people or hurting them real bad or fucking the shit out of them, man. Like I know there was one man, a woman, she had a pet, I can't remember what they're called. It was the monkeys with the red butts. I can't remember what they call them. Not at the moment. But apparently, you look at the pictures, man, it looked like she got burned alive. But her face was gone. It was, part of it was missing. But that was because that animal went crazy, and she was an Edomite, you know. But just, you know, all these reports of animal killings, animals going crazy. There was a report a while back, man. There was this family and their child, or their infant child. They had locked themselves in a room one day and they called the police saying that this cat was going ballistic, man. It was going insane, and it was trying to kill them. I was like, oh, damn. I've never heard of a cat trying to kill someone before. I've never heard of it or seen it, but I've seen it. I mean, they're called sharp, but for a family of 3 to lock themselves, even a husband, to lock himself into his room because that cat's going crazy, and he can't control it, and he can't stop it. He had to call the police to come get it. Damn, man. You know their spirits are working, man. You know their spirits are working. You know? And I'm glad, man. Y'all brothers already know who watch us, who watch me and the brother when we come out. Y'all already know, man. I'm in love with animals, man. I love them. I told certain brothers, man, that when in the kingdom, I wanted 6,000 pit bulls. That's maybe a big number, but I want pit bulls, man. I want a white peacock. I want a baby giraffe. I want a baby elephant. I want a lion to play with. I literally want to wrestle with my lion, my pet lion, man. You know, I watched the new Riddick, but he had trained that alien type dog, jackal thing, to be his friend. But I want an animal that looks exactly like that animal he had, man. It was crazy. You know, I love animals. My brother knows I had a couple diamond doves. They were little diamond doves. I had them for a while. One of them died, man, because an evil spirit had fucked with this house that I was staying at with, and I had kept the bird there. But I know, man, that evil spirit got into that house because the day it died, man, something bad happened at the house where I was staying. These people that went crazy, there was a fight, everything. bird died, man, the evil ass spirit that got into that bitch, man, she caused it to die. And I blame that woman for what happened. I loved that bird, man. And man, but then I got homeless for a minute. I didn't have a house for my bird to stay, and I didn't want to keep it caged up, so I let it go. You know, it took off quick though. I feel kind of bad for that, like it didn't want me. But I'd rather it, you know, be out there and be able to roam than be cooped up in a cage while I have no home and to provide food for it and water. I mean, I did, but just you already know, man. But yeah, man, I'm a dog person. I'm a dog. I'm an animal lover. I hate roaches. You know, I hate roaches and all them creepy things. But let me get one. I think there's I think it's Ezekiel. Right here, Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 17. And thou, son of man, thus saith the Lord God, speak unto every feathered fowl, and to every beast of the field, assemble yourselves and come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel, that you may eat flesh and drink blood. You shall eat the flesh of the mighty, and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, of rams, of lambs, and of goats, of bullocks, all of them fatness of Bashan. See, so the Most High loves the animals, man. Oh, and this time he's gonna have to destroy them all, man, because they've been defiled, they've been corrupted. This brother had showed me a couple years ago now. He had showed me a video. I don't even know how he found it, but he found it. But it was Esau, these Edomite scientists. They have a lab that they have been breeding this bull or a cow. They have been breeding a bull and a cow, whichever one. But they have been breeding into a perfect line, and they called it a super cow or a super bull, something like that. But you look at this bull, and it looked like it ate like 15 Arnold Schwarzeneggers. You know, it was. Every joint and muscle and bone of his body was muscular. The head was muscular. But they said that they had to preserve the line for like 100 years, man. But they were taking every perfect built-up mighty species of the bull and cow and bringing them together. But that was a defiled animal, man. That was not a good animal. They had been injecting shit into him. They had been. You already know that. I mean, it didn't say they were, but you already know they had to inject shit into that bull to make it look like that. There's no way there's no way in heaven it could look like that, man. On the earth. So, and we already know, man, that the stuff they eat. But it says, I'm gonna read it again. Speak unto every feathered fowl and to every beast of the field. Assemble yourselves and come. Gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice that I do sacrifice for you. Because the animals deserve. That's why in Revelation chapter 12, it says that the earth, or 13, it says that the earth. Let me get it real quick to make sure the right chapter. Revelations 12 and 16, and the earth helped the woman. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. Right there where it says the earth hurt, that's talking about the animals as well, man. The animals are in agreement with the elect in that day. They're going to defend the elect. Some of them may lay down their lives for the elect. But yeah, man. These animals, they got a heart, they got a mind. They bleed blood, they hurt just as much. And they hate what's going on in this kingdom. They are not in agreement with Esau. Though Esau has control of them right now, but Esau can make them do things that are wicked, like eat up people, attack people. All right, especially the Negro Latinos. But they're not with it, man. They've got corrupt evil spirits on those animals. That's what they had to put those evil spirits on them to make them listen to them. You know, but you know, man.